Your attention, please. Your attention, please. I have an announcement to make. I'm bored.
Ha ha! You think you're bored? What about all those poor suckers out there in the audience?
Yeah. They just keep praying that their category is next. Well, as long as they are praying, and while we're at it, I get to anoint their feet.
You keep your hands off me, you little twink, or I'll call the cops.
My daddy's a cop. His breath smells like cat food.
And that, my friends, is how I think of it.
Research project committed to unlocking.
You're gonna, do something to my mom or something? Fuck, I'm foggy on the details now. I'm sure I've told this before. That shit scared me so much. It was just a random guy. It wasn't like a stalker or anything. It was just a scam call. He's like, your mom hit my brother. Get the fuck over here now. And you can't hang up this phone. If you hang up the phone, your mom's gonna get it. That shit is traumatizing. Just call your mom. No, they thought of everything. They said I couldn't hang up the phone because if I did, you're gonna hurt my mom. And I was really upset. I was like, Mom, how could you be so unbelievably clumsy to hit this man's brother? This nice gentleman. But then eventually I did just hang up and call my mom. I was like, there's no way. So I called my mom. She was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, it was just a completely random call. I think it's just something that they tried, just to two dudes. Was it Kaya? No. I think it's just they dialed random numbers and tried it. So they just used the Tampa area code and just start punching in numbers and try it to as many people as possible to see if they would show up. The resub Iron and the anonymous gift sub tier 1 Spittin' and the resub Crisp and L and Slippery.
I need a rocket launcher.
Wie bitte?
Which then led to a frantic police call.
Hallo. Ich habe eben einen Anruf erhalten, dass jemand meinen Vater gefesselt hat und ihm durch die Kehle durchschneidet.
She clarified the situation more via Twitter, while streaming my quote-unquote dad called me. When I picked up, a guy demanded that I must show my boobs on stream. He said if I refused, he will slit my dad's throat, who, according to him, was lying tied up on the floor. He kept calling me horrible things and even dropped my address in order to terrify me even more. I tried to reason with him. After I refused to show my boobs, because he wouldn't let me speak to my dad, he said he killed him. Seconds after he said he killed my dad, my mod wrote in chat that he contacted my uncle, who contacted my dad, who was fine.
So I'm guessing his phone got stolen?
After hearing the news, I immediately hung up on him and called the police. I'm writing all this down because I was talking in German, and I don't want there to be any misunderstandings because this is quite serious. On that note, thank you everyone who was there to comfort me. Special thank you to my mod, Credits, for going above and beyond. I am truly blessed to have someone like
How else would it have shown up as your dad calling? It'd have to be a stolen phone.
I let my dad get murdered because I didn't flash on stream. Everything feels numb. A few months later, she briefly spoke about the situation on stream again.
Basically, during stream,
I don't know if you can.
My dad
You can't
calling,
spoof
but
that
it was
though,
actually
can
not
you?
My dad, it was the stalker.
Not the caller ID.
Used a hacking device or stuff like that to pretend like it was my dad's phone, but it was actually a guy. And he said like, hey, if you don't show your tits right now on stream, your dad is on the floor tied up. I'm gonna cut his throat. And I obviously believed it because it was.
You can change the caller ID from the spoof?
And,
I didn't know that.
The moment where I doubted him was when I said like, can I listen to my dad's voice? And he wouldn't do it, and he was like, oh yeah, okay, I cut your dad's throat now because you wouldn't show your tits. And I thought for like a split second, for like 10 seconds, I thought I actually killed my dad because I didn't show my tits. But then
You
like,
did anonymous
my
10
mom
gift subs,
said
man.
like, oh, your dad is fine, this is not your dad, hang up. Like, he's at home sleeping.
It seems she's up and streaming again, but
Really
as for if
appreciate
the
the
stalker
anonymous
was
gifts.
ever caught, I wasn't able to find any updates on that. It's good to know that she's back and safe, though. Trisha is a birdie. Trisha Wang, also known as Trisha is a Birdie, is a Chinese-American
Thanks
Twitch
for
streamer
resub,
and professional
Juji and the
chef.
Prime
She usually
Sol.
streams herself
Blip.
cooking food with chat or playing video games, which has garnered her over 100,000 followers on the platform. On February 22nd, 2021,
Do your mods know your
all was
uncle?
normal. She
Bro,
was
I don't
live
even know my
on
uncle.
another cooking stream until a random man.
I don't think you guys realize, my family, like me, my mom, and my dad, like, we don't keep in touch with, like, anybody else in our family. Not for any reason in particular, just, I don't know, we're just not close. I couldn't tell you two of my cousins' names. Like, we just, that's just how our family's always been. We're just not close. We never have been. Like, we keep in our own pockets. And then we get together sometimes, like once every 10 years. It's like the decade-long checkup. Thank you, resub, Chica. What about your grandparents? Well, grandparents are, of course, in that pocket. I'm talking about, like, cousins. I know I have an uncle named Todd. I remember him growing up. I haven't seen him in fucking 15 years, probably. Or longer. Like, we just don't keep in touch.
Entered her apartment spewing absolute nonsense, causing her visible anxiety. You have another video recorded by probably your roommate, featuring a man yell, "Exit soda." What?
Is that like a code word? Like a Winter Soldier event?
Do not touch. Please sit down.
What is going? So this is a drug freak out. Has to be.
To the island to disable the main computer. Your mission is to protect her at all costs and assist her in shutting it down. We've arrived, sir.
Da, 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 da.
This is close.
Sounded like it was getting there. Yeah, right. Well, it's a good thing we can hear him perfectly through the helicopter blades. Every single fucking cliche. Except for riding. And whereas Metal Gear Rising, the gameplay delivers, will this? You know. It's no Bayonetta. Kinda boring. I mean, it feels almost like a prototype of Metal Gear Rising to me. I'm sure there's other controls that I'm unaware of, but I am pressing many buttons. You want music? Alright. Johnny, does this get claimed? If you're watching, John. Useless minimap. I may as well put Lemmy over it. Hang on. At least this minimap brings joy when you look at it. There is a combo tab on the menu. Oh, that's cool. Well, I have to kill these ears real quick. Hang on. I don't know what the shift button is, but morph blade. So there you go. Yeah, the combat's very slow feeling. Like, again, this sort of thing. You gotta have it. Like, it's a nice attempt. It's no Devil May Cry, to compare it to a game that was out at this time. I mean, it's not bad, but when you play a game like Bayonetta or Metal Gear Rising or a DMC, this doesn't quite have the same oomph. It uses a modified version of the Castlevania Lament of Innocence engine. That makes a whole lot of sense. Oh yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. The sword even feels like a whip with how flowy it is. Flowy, please. I mean, the intro cutscene is batshit insane. Gameplay is kind of not the most amazing thing ever, but it's not terrible. Worth it just to see the gallons of blood, and worth it to see the cutscene. Yeah, even the dodge is like kind of slow. Takes a little time to charge up, or to actually dodge. Oh, come on. You knew that I was going there? I have to kill at least the Venus flytrap thing. Combo chip. R1 plus square, triangle to use weapon X. I got it. No, I got it. Fine. Yeah, I mean, there's something to this, but if they were going for like DMC competition, using the Lament of Innocence engine maybe wasn't the best idea. Maybe they needed something like custom for this. But it's okay. I don't dislike this. If I played this in 2001 or 2, whenever it came out, or 3, I probably would have liked enjoying it. It's a very lukewarm reception to the game, but it's fine. It's fine-ish. There's some exploration, and then you use, thank God for the mini-map, actually. That mini-map is not useless at all, because these camera angles want you to suffer. And then we have these lads. They really are very spongy, like Gene Simmons' penis. All right, chat. I don't think I want to do this anymore. Yeah, I'm quitting. I'm quitting streaming. In order to get to everything I want to get to tonight, we're going to have to do a part 2, because I wanted to go a little bit more in-depth with these. So I'll show you one more. Stretch Panic. I have also, for next time, I have Japanese PS2 games that were strictly released over there, from what I understand. So we can combine this with that. But for now, we'll do one more weird PS2 game, and I still have like another 3 or 4 after this. So yeah, we're gonna have to. Oh, Treasure. We're gonna have to. I'm not aware of Stretch Panic, but I don't like the Conspiracy Entertainment logo, because that reminds me of all those terrible Wii games I played. Like, that was just shovelware showcase, like Supreme. But yeah, we'll definitely do more PS2 games next time I get a chance. I'll do another collection. Okay. This is Story of a Girl. style is cool here.
Okay, so this is
Stretch padding. I don't know why chat's freaking out. Everything here seems pretty normal.
What the hell is a TikTok anyway? I ain't never heard of no TikTok. Back in my day, TikTok was a unit of time measurement. Boy, I'll tell you what. Back in the army, I had me a compass, a watch. That's all you needed.
This feels like a fever dream. Better not go. I don't know what's happening, but that's an interesting forehead though. Someone's gonna have to do an intro comparison so we can find out which game tonight had the longest intro. Whoa, art. Whoa. Okay. Chad, I don't know what I'm doing. Try the right stick. Where you can control the thing. The controls feel pretty... Like, just moving around doesn't feel good. That's cool, though.
You can't be serious.
Jump button, camera control, okay. I mean, this looks amazing. It probably doesn't look so great over streaming, but there are moments of this that look Chat, what is this? Wait, whoa! 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 Are those Bubalias? Why? Wait, am I giving a titty twister? In Christ's name is this video game? Mind you, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Vinny, please don't leave this screen. I'm almost done. With your homework, right? goal here? This isn't even the game, this is just the bestiary? Why is that happening? Oh, these are not good. No. These are rock princess. We don't want those. The bestiary. Vinny, you can leave this area. I can't though, because that one chat member. Wait a minute. No, I don't believe this is real. I don't believe Treasure made this of all people. No. What? Whoa! Were those helicoptering? I want to see what's happening here, chat, but the gameplay is so fucking bad. What do I have to do with them? Bro. Oh, I guess that. Chad, I swear on me, Jacobs. I hope we don't have any Piglet Finchers in the audience tonight. Let's start with that. You can't grab onto the helicopter, Robertson. I mean, you could. I just can't believe this is real. I can't believe this is real. Oh. The design is very human, I agree. Colonel, this is Solid Rock, reporting for the stream. Can I use that to launch myself over there? Again, controlling the main character is wretched. You can. Yeah, you have to grab them by the hair. How have I gone all these years of my life not knowing about this game? I have been streaming for 12 years. You would think this would have been on the itinerary, like, immediately. Nope. I don't know how to launch over. Spin the analog stick when you grab. Oh, that's how you do that. Okay. Well, I mean, this had to have been made by a well-adjusted, functioning member of human society. Otherwise, how do you even come up with a concept like this and then execute it? Not only that, but then sell it to the publisher and say, hey, we need a certain amount of budget and resources and people to make this game. Wait, so you give them titty twisters, and when they go off the level, they helicopter their titties back up onto the level? Yep. Well, you know what? As a fellow piglet pitcher, that sounds absolutely wonderful. Jenkins, take as much money as you need. Okay? Someone said, I want to see the board meeting. It was just Nathan Fielder. It was just Nathan Fielder in, like, you know, in his youth. He was in there. So, do I have enough points to go into another room now? There's boss battles too? Select a real level now? Okay. Yeah, I know. They made the Wario World game, Treasure. They're an amazing developer. They make Gunstar fucking Heroes. Mischief Maker, Sin and Punishment. Seriously, legendary developer. But again, the controls are just like so... The concept is so utterly bizarre, but it's just so hard to control. There's probably a button or two I'm missing, or not even like a function. I feel like I'm tossing around a fucking Floppy Robertson, a Flopperton. Oh, I fought her in Elden Ring. This is Renala, right? Dare I say this game would be better with motion controls? Maybe one of the few times I would say something like that. Or any controls? Yeah, it can get kind of rough. Chad is surprised that she said damn it. Meanwhile, we were just titty twisting. it's inventive. You can't deny that. It's definitely inventive, and it's interesting trying to figure out what is happening. It's borderline experimental. No, it is experimental. She really is Renala. Vanity demons have possessed them. That's what the story is here. This is apparently Treasure's first 3D title. Yeah, it feels like it. Just check out this one last room real quick. I don't really need to play it very much beyond that. We saw the helicopters. The helicopter Robertsons. I think that's probably as much as I'm going to be able to handle tonight.
Why? He body blocked me.
None of this is doing any damage that I can discern. Top right star is your damage to the boss? Oh, that's what's going on there? I can barely see what I'm doing. I would say 85% of the time, I don't know what I'm looking at, and I'm not looking where I want to be. I have to hit her when the robot is doubled over, but again, like, you can't really, it's hard to accurately, you can, but it's difficult to accurately use your arm where you need to have it. I'd like to kill this boss. That would be a great end to this segment. Use your special. There's a special button. That one. That's a problem. Just about dead. Oh, there was like a dodge button. I mean, it got harder. Easy joke there for some people, but I'm not going to make the joke. Yeah, it just got more difficult. So yeah, this has been a very fucking weird PS2 segment, and I hope you enjoyed it. Just for austerity's sake, we should check out that gallery again. Can you get to that? is a GameCube game, chat member.
Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. We're going to take a quick break. I'll be back with the Jumpstart games, and then hopefully... Wow. Be back in about 3 minutes, 33 seconds.
Let's go.
I have this hard drive. It has a video of my father getting neutered on it. You know what neutered is? I was wondering, how much is it for you guys to just, like, destroy it?
To destroy it?
Yeah.
You want to destroy everything on it?
Yeah. I have this hard drive. You know what this thing is? It contains a video of my dog humping my favorite stuffed animal. And I respect his privacy. So I wanted you to, like, destroy it.
Destroy the hard drive?
Yeah, like, destroy it.
Why don't you go destroy it?
Well, how does one go about doing that?
Throw it in a fire.
Really? Yeah. But I want to make sure it's officially wiped clean.
Fire destroys electronics.
Really? So, what do I do? Just, like, start a bonfire in the backyard? Or?
Yeah, man. You know how to start a fire?
I have this hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
It actually went to a laptop I had.
Okay.
But I accidentally dragged an MP4 video file of me sticking my wiener in an electrical outlet onto it. And I want it, like, destroyed.
Well, you can do that yourself. You know what you do? You drill holes through it.
I drill holes through it?
Yeah.
Ironic, very ironic. Basically, I used to make music, and one of the songs was like a Jaden Smith diss track. I know it's a little paranoid, but I'm actually, like, concerned that Will Smith is, like, gonna come bitch slap me in his son's honor.
Uh-huh.
How much is it to just, like, completely destroy this?
Destroy it? I mean, we could probably just do that for free, or we would just charge hourly, but wouldn't be that big of a deal.
It's kind of a sticky story. I busted on the laptop screen, and this got like an STV. You know what that is?
I think, but if you want the data off of it, we can check it in and try and recover the data.
It's a sexually transmitted virus.
Well, I mean, I know what STD is. I mean...
No, STV.
Yeah, you want to stay off of those websites. It's not the best. Free movie sites have been my downfall recently.
What's going on, man?
Good, how are you?
I have this hard drive.
Yep.
You're familiar with these, right?
Yep.
I'm not even lying to you. This came out of Hunter Biden's laptop. I did check the browser history before I pulled it out, and the man likes cool girls. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
But how much would it be for you guys to just like destroy this thing?
That is not a service we offer here at Geeks One, especially if this actually is something that was like with Hunter Biden. Like, this is definitely not something I'm going to be interacting with. So this would be something you're going to be doing entirely on.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with it either. That's why I kind of want it destroyed.
So it's just, you can chuck it in the ocean. I'm not going to be touching that at all. I'm not going to involve myself or this company in that at all.
Okay, I can respect that, man. Thanks for the tip, though.
Well. He actually fucking believed it. Bruh.
Audible is the best place to listen for everyone. For story people, comedy people, curious people, and people who want something new right now. Audible has the best of what you love. Download now and try it today.
Do I go biscuit first, or mashed potatoes, or chicken? Yeah.
That makes it like it good. New and improved and open once again.
Fantastic. Anna Gilligan is there this morning. Hello, Anna.
Hi, guys. Yeah, I think you're seeing some guys jump off the Tarzan jump here at Action Park. It's been closed since 1996. They reopened it on June 14th. I'm here with the owner, Andrew Mulhaville. He's also the son of the man who founded it. Thanks for being here.
It's great to be here. Thanks for coming out. What a day we have. It's beautiful here at Action Park.
So I gotta ask you, because Action Park got a bit of a reputation. Some people got injured.
That was 30 years ago. The world has changed. I mean, when my dad started the park, he was the guy inventing the rides and bringing inventors in. Now it's highly regulated. Everything's engineered.
I love Action Park because it's so beautiful.
The year is 1976. Gene Mulvihill, the head of entertainment company Great American Recreation, has added a new attraction to Vernon, New Jersey's Vernon Valley Ski Resort. 2 brand new Alpine slides were installed to keep business up in the off-season. An Alpine slide is a one-person cart ride, in which the rider rides down a hill on a smooth track. The rider has a brake lever in between their legs, giving them complete control of their speed. The attraction had become popular for ski resorts in the late 70s, and Vernon Valley Ski Resort's Alpine Slide was advertised as an attraction for all ages, claiming, "We've had grandfathers and we've had kids of kindergarten age coming down our runs alone." I also have a picture showing a mother controlling the sled with an infant in her arms. It's that easy. After the success of the slide, Mulvihill went forward with his plans to expand the ski resort into a water park during the off-season. He added 2 water slides and a racetrack, and more slides, a softball field, a tennis court, and a swimming pool were added shortly thereafter. The Vernon Valley Summer Park was rebranded to Action Park, a thrilling amusement park where you control the action. More slides and rides were added, and they began their big marketing push to draw audiences into their new water park.
Just go to Action Park. There's no other park like it.
When it's hot out, this is a great place to spend the day with your family.
There are lots of big things for little kids to do. I love Action Park because it's so beautiful.
It's like coming to Broadway. It's wonderful. Race like a pro. It's great. These are the most amazing rides in the world. I love it here. There's nothing in the world like Action Park.
The park was revolutionary. Not only was it one of the first water parks of its kind in the United States, but it also marketed itself as the biggest. It was eventually home to 75 rides, 40 of which were water slides. Action Park was split into 3 themed lands. The first was... Motorworld consisted of 3 types of attractions: land, water, and air rides. On land was the popular battle action tanks. For an additional fee, guests could ride inside tanks equipped with tennis ball cannons. The goal was to shoot the other tanks in the caged area on one of their targets, disabling their cannons for 15 seconds. Those that chose to ride the tanks were allotted 5 minutes to do so, and those that did not want to ride could pay to use a stationary cannon from the outside. Maintenance employees attempting to fix broken down tanks would be subject to fire from the rowdy guests, making the attraction a nightmare to work at. The other 2 land-based Motorworld attractions were the Lola Cars and the Super Go-Karts, both of which were kart race attractions. The Super Go-Karts were driven on a small loop. The carts themselves were designed to max out at 20 miles per hour, but the employees found that sticking a tennis ball in the governor device allowed the cart to go as fast as possible, with the new maximum speed being around 50 miles an hour. Head-on collisions frequently sent guests to the hospital, and the fumes from the engines overwhelmed riders at times. The Lolo cars were mini open cockpit race cars driven on a longer track, and they cost an additional charge to ride. Their maximum speed could also be tampered with by park employees. These were also used after hours by the workers, sometimes being taken off the track and driven on the nearby highway. There were 2 water rides in Motorworld. The super speedboats were driven in a small circle around an island in a pond that also had a large population of snakes in it. The guests would often attempt to bump nearby boats, as if they were on Motorworld's other water attraction, bumper boats. These were boats placed in a small pool and were designed to withstand guests crashing into one another. These were known to leak gasoline, which once required a guest to be examined after too much fuel leaked on their skin. The boats were also incredibly small, and riders with long legs had to position their feet off the side of the boat to fit. This led to injuries and bone fractures after collisions. Finally, Motorworld had 2 air-based attractions. One was Space Shot, which was a typical drop tower ride and was one of the safest rides at the park, given it was only open for Action Park's last operating year. The second air ride was another upcharge attraction, Slingshot, which was also fairly safe. This ride was a common amusement park and carnival ride, in which guests were shot up on 2 bungee cords and flipped upside down as they flew through the air. There's no doubt that Motorworld had its dangerous attractions, but this is just the beginning of what Action Park has in store. Another section of the park was... Many non-water-based attractions were located in their own section of the park, sometimes labeled the Alpine Center. These included the aforementioned Alpine slides, as well as a bungee jump titled the Snapple Snap-Up Whippersnapper Ride. Originally having 2 jump stations and then later 4, guests could jump off the tower for an additional fee. A skate park also had a short run at Action Park. It was poorly designed, as it was surrounded by concrete and had uneven edges, which led to many injuries during its existence. Interestingly, Action Park also had an attraction entitled the Action Park Gladiator Challenge, partially based off of the popular American Gladiators TV show. This included obstacle courses and jousting matches against the Action Park Gladiators. Finally, Action Park had its own monorail called the Transmobile. This went to the Ski Lodge, the Alpine Center, and to Motorworld. So far, Action Park has proved to be dangerous, but where are the absolutely terrifying rides? Where are the rides that are so insane that their mere existence is unbelievable? Moreover, where are the water slides? This section put the action in Action Park. Waterworld had it all. It was home to the tidal wave pool, a 100 feet by 200 feet pool that could hold anywhere between 500 and 1,000 people. The pool's floor was slanted, and the further a guest went in it, the deeper it got. Waves went 20 minutes on, 10 minutes off, and they could reach a height of over 3 feet. This was challenging for swimmers of all skill levels, as the pool was hard to read and the fresh water was more difficult to swim in than salt water. 8 lifeguards were on duty at the pool, and they would have to save around 30 people on a busy day. The Tarzan swing was a heavily advertised attraction in which guests would swing on a 20-foot cable over a pool. This spring-fed pool was so cool that lifeguards would have to rescue guests that could not swim after the shock of the cold water. This was also a popular attraction for men to pull down their pants or women to pull up their tops for the line of people to see. The appropriately named Aqua Scoot gave guests a sled, with which they would slide down an assembly line-style roller coaster, hurtling them toward a shallow pool that they would skip across. If the guest was not in an ideal position, it would get caught under the water, sending the rider crashing forward. There were originally a pair of these slides, each 30 feet long, but a third slide was eventually added. The diving cliffs had 2 jumping bases, one 23 feet and the other 18 feet tall, with the pool below being 16 feet. The pool was also for non-jumpers, some of which were unaware of the cliffs, which resulted in collisions. There was only one lifeguard on duty, who had to work extra hard to make sure that no one was at the bottom of the pool. The super speed water slides, also known as Geronimo Falls, were a pair of high-speed vertical water slides. One of them was steeper than the other, and both were dangerous. Near these was the safer Kamikaze, which was a more traditional tube slide. The kayak experience was pretty self-explanatory, and used underwater fans to simulate water rapids. This was dangerous, but that goes without saying at this point. A similar ride, the Roarin' Rapids, allowed guests to ride in a 1 or 2 person raft down a similar river. The Surf Hill had riders slide down a multi-laned, multi-hill slide on a mat. Riders could easily cross over to the adjacent lanes and cause collisions. And the 7th hill, nicknamed the Backbreaker, had an additional hump that would send riders flying, resulting in injury. The Colorado River Ride was another raft ride, this time allowing up to 4 people, and it went through the wooded area of the park. At one point, the riders would come to a fork in the river and had to choose between 2 paths. The first path took guests under a waterfall and a series of tunnels. The second path included a waterfall and another fork, with one path being steeper than the other. The ride also included a foot-tall jump that would allow riders and their raft a short airtime. The Aerodonium was a skydiving simulator that caused injuries when guests would try to stop their falls with their arms. Waterworld also had a variety of other typical water slides and pools that were less notable, but there is one in particular that has yet to be mentioned. This is the attraction that made Action Park the most infamous, the Cannonball Loop. A tube-to-water slide with a vertical loop, similar to that of a roller coaster. It was rumored that during the testing of the attraction, Mulvihill offered $100 to employees who were willing to try it. Test dummies apparently came out of the loop without their heads. When it was open, guests would be weighed, hosed down, and given a set of instructions to decrease the possibility of injury. A hatch was added to the top of the loop to assist stuck riders that could not make it all the way through the slide. Many guests that completed the loop would come out of the bottom, suffering from bloody noses or other injuries, either from hitting the top of the loop or the impact on the way down. The Cannonball Loop was indicative of a larger issue with Action Park, as many of the other attractions were poorly crafted by designers that were less than engineers, and most were designed to minimize costs rather than maximize safety. The rides became even more dangerous when paired with the fact that the park sold alcohol at the convenience stands, often to minors. There was even a microbrewery near Motor World. Many of the guests visiting the inexpensive park came from low-income areas and did not have the necessary swimming skills to navigate some of the attractions and pools. Action Park also fully marketed the Spanish translations, but there were no translations or translators for the guests when they visited, so explaining safety instructions was virtually impossible.
You already know that Action Park has the most innovative and exciting rides. The Alpine Slide, Grand Prix race cars, and spectacular water rides. But Action Park means more than just great rides. It means super live shows, fantastic summer festivals, and scrumptious food and drink, including an authentic German brewery. Come to Action Park, because the rides aren't the only thing that's great. Labor Day Polish Festival, September 6th and 7th.
The majority of those employees were teenagers and were not equipped to handle the rowdy guests in the park. So on any given day, you could have an overcrowded water park filled with drunk teenagers that couldn't swim, riding shoddily built attractions supervised by teenagers that may or may not be able to communicate. It is no wonder.
Matthew, Little Caesars is now the official pizza of the NFL.
Let's hear it.
Pizza, pizza.
Again.
Pizza, pizza.
Pizza, pizza. No!
Or what happened next. On July 8th, 1980, a male employee was riding the Alpine Slide when his car went off the track. He hit his head on a rock during the crash, killing him. He was only 19. 2 years later, on July 24th, 1982, a 15-year-old guest was overcome by the waves of the tidal wave pool and drowned. On August 1st, a mere week later, a 27-year-old guest was riding the kayak experience when he was trying to re-enter his kayak after falling out. When doing this, he made contact with the live wiring that powered the underwater fans. The electrocution sent him into cardiac arrest, and he passed after being rushed to the hospital. 2 years later, in 1984, a guest died on the Tarzan swing after a heart attack, supposedly due to the unexpected shock from the cold water. That same year, on August 27th, a 20-year-old drowned in the tidal wave pool. On July 19th, 1987, another guest drowned there, giving it the nickname the Grave Pool. These deaths are tragic, and often overshadowed by the lunacy and legacy of Action Park. Interestingly enough, Action Park was able to avoid many lawsuits with these deaths and many other injuries, due in part to its reputation, and also the lax regulations New Jersey had for amusement and water parks. Great American Recreation was even able to expand the Action Park brand to other parts of the country, opening Pocono Action Park in Tannersville, Pennsylvania in 1980, and Action Mountain in Pine Hill, New Jersey in 1984.
Feel the thrill as you zoom through the black hole. Spin and splash on our bumper boat. While the kids play in our fun-filled kiddie area, cool off in our huge swimming pool, or race around the Grand Prix track. Get wet on any of our action-packed rides at Action Mountain in Pine Hill, New Jersey.
It's awesome! Pocono Action Park had many repeat attractions as Action Park, and was closed in 1991. Action Mountain ran into some financial difficulties with the IRS and the town it was located in, and was closed in 1986. So why did the original Action Park close? While Action Park and Mulvihill were able to avoid lawsuits with many of the accidents and deaths, the two deaths in 1984 stemmed cases that rightfully plagued the park with a variety of legal problems. Mulvihill eventually pled guilty to 5 charges of insurance fraud. He and his associates claimed that the park saw over 1 million guests a year, and therefore the death toll was comparatively low. The local ER, on the other hand, said that they would have to treat 5 to 10 guests on some days. In response to the high amount of guests visiting the hospital, Action Park bought Vernon, New Jersey, new ambulances. Despite all of these issues, the downfall of Action Park wouldn't come until 1996, and it was actually due to Great American Recreation's financial issues and not the park itself. On September 2nd, 1996, Action Park ended its final season, still with the hope that it would reopen the next year. However, Great American Recreation's bankruptcy made it impossible for Action Park to continue operations, so it didn't reopen. After this, the ski resort and Action Park were handed from investor to investor, undergoing renovations for 2 years before reopening in 1998 as Mountain Creek. Safety was a priority under this management, and a valiant effort was put forth to distance Mountain Creek from Action Park's reputation. However, in 2010, Mountain Creek underwent a bankruptcy of its own, and the water park and ski resort was sold to the Mulvihill family. 2 years after this, in 2012, Eugene Mulvihill passed away, and his son Andrew Mulvihill took over ownership of the park. 2 years later, in 2014, Mountain Creek was rebranded back to Action Park. The park reopened many of its classic attractions, and started construction on new, terrifying ones. The Sky Caliber was another attempt at a 360-degree vertically looping water slide, although it used technology to enhance safety. From my knowledge, it is yet to open at the park, and there's almost no information on its status. The new Action Park tried to use nostalgia to draw guests back for 2 years, before in 2016 it was renamed back to Mountain Creek, in order to once again get away from the negative connotation of Action Park. Early this year it was announced that Johnny Knoxville would be producing, writing, and starring in a film inspired by Action Park, but it was not shot on location. Death is heartbreaking, especially in environments designed for happiness and joy. Despite 6 people losing their lives there, Action Park is not remembered for its death toll. It is remembered for and by the kids that grew up with it and survived it. It is seen as a place where the quote-unquote popular and brave teens hung out. The fact that it was referred to as Traction Park or Class Action Park doesn't matter, because its inherent danger is more of a fond memory to the majority of its visitors. The burns, bruises, and the fractured tibias were a rite of passage for its former guests. You think you're cool because you survived a tame roller coaster at Disney in California or a Universal in Florida? Well, welcome to Vernon, New Jersey. Were you able to survive the Action Park?
Nice job.
Wait, she's gonna go swimming in a microphone.
Hey,
So give us her.
look at her. It's like out of a movie.
This is good. Where is she?
Wait a second.
We lost
What happened
Anna.
to her?
Greg, you need to go rescue Anna.
Let's see. Hang on. Indeed.
Yay!
My thumb always gets tired.
How much is this item? 6. Well, instead of cash, I can offer you this mystery box. Well, the value of this could be double to triple that item.
You have a nice day, though.
I just want to do like an even trade.
We're not going to, but you have a nice day.
Well,
Thank you.
Let's at least see what you missed out on. You could have had $5,000. You know, I really wanted to help you.
Yeah, put it back in the box.
All right.
We'll see you later.
What's that?
So you want plain too much? I'm going to have pops down here. Feed you. Right by now. Take your butt to jail.
Take me to jail?
Go on.
Why am I going to jail?
Goodbye.
You going to jail? How much?
Yes, Bam. This is gonna be on the murder.
I bought this Buzz Lightyear from you guys, and it's supposed to say all these like flashy catchphrases from the movie.
Yeah.
But watch what happens when I click it.
Hey, Woody, you know you ain't this little bitch, right?
God.
Like, it's like I'm almost certain it's not supposed to say this stuff.
Jesse, wanna come take a ride on my rocket?
Like, I don't know if that was maybe the third one. I didn't see the third one.
Hey, John, you're gonna love this. It just called me a B word.
You don't wanna be in the way of my laser blast. Ask your mama, I blasted her last night.
I'll give you a refund for it. It's $3.50.
$3.50, but I paid like $39.99 for this thing.
It rings up $3.50, so without the receipt.
I don't know, I paid more for it. That's kind of a hit. I bought this Buzz Lightyear from you guys, and it's supposed to say all these like
when I said it.
Hey, Woody, you know you're in this little bitch, right?
Like,
Excuse me, sir. I was wondering if you could tell me what the time was. 5:02. Can I play with you? What? I was wondering if this watch I could have it to remember you. What? I actually came to the pier today, Micah, to find someone that was awesome. I want to reward your kindness, Micah, so I have $1,000 for you.
Why?
Because you're awesome.
Don't do that.
Yeah, serious.
You gave me two, too. That don't happen. I'm gonna share this.
Excuse.
Your roommate just took up percussion. You need a job that gets you out of here.
I need it.
Indeed you do.
This is turning out to be a lot larger than any of us.
Yeah, ask your dad. Only in theaters October 7th.
Hey guys, we've got to hurry. The killer could be here any second. Oh God, I don't know if we can do this, guys. It's terrifying.
We can do this. Okay, we can get out.
Hey, guys. What's that?
It's like a hatch of some sort.
I've heard about those. Yeah, that's an alternative exit.
Well, screw your generators. Let's escape through the hatch.
Yes. Come on, help me get it up. No, help!
Yeah. I won't budge. Guys, forget about it. Let's just get out of here.
How about we try breaking it open?
Yeah, great. Oh,
I'll try that.
perfect.
Okay.
It's a creepy, rusted-out hatch. Surely it's not a way out. Come on, you got this. Okay. He's almost got it. Hey, nice. It's open.
Yeah. Okay, Ace, jump in.
What?
Jump in quickly. We can escape.
You want me to jump in there?
Yeah, you get in really quick, and then we will follow you afterwards.
You want me to jump in the creepy black void of the hatch with the ethereal smoke coming out of it? Yes. Quickly. No, you jump in.
Look, mate. I know you're scared. We're scared too. But look, we'll protect you from the killer as you jump in.
No, why not? Because it's creepy as Where does it even go?
Well, I mean, outside, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, outside does it? It's a hatch in concrete. Where could it possibly go? Oh, guys, the killer is here.
Well, hurry up. Go.
No, in the hole.
Look, we're doing it.
Jump in the hatch. No, I'm not getting in. He's can't get in. I'm doing it. Let's go.
Maybe there's probably some other ways we could try as well.
Should we go to the options?
Yeah?
Just do it. Well, mate, we'll meet outside.
Yeah. Okay. See ya.
Yeah.
In case you're wondering just what to do. Good evening.